Hi Snacks Buddy, welcome back again with a new video. WWE results highlights, winners and reactions for the June 6, 2022 episode of WWE Raw. Cody Rhodes kicked off WWE Raw, and after last night's brutal match, he was barely able to lift his right arm. We got deafening cheers from the crowd and "Thank you Cody" chants as he stood in the ring and said that at the lowest point of his career, Rhodes decided not to back down but to stand and fight. He even expressed interest in winning the Money in the Bank ladder match this year, something he has not experienced in his career yet. Cody mentioned that he wanted his daughter to see the match once she was old enough before Seth Rollins walked out. Rollins joined him in the ring and said he might not like Rhodes, but the American Nightmare earned his respect after last night's showing. The two men shook hands after Rollins mentioned that Dusty would be extremely proud of him. Rollins walked backstage, and the American Nightmare followed soon after but stood on the stage to greet the crowd one last time. The Visionary attacked him from behind with a sledgehammer and drove it into his chest on his torn pectoral muscle before stomping on it. Rollins continued his brutal attack until a group of officials dragged him away. After a break, we saw Cody get up on his own and refuse the stretcher as he walked backstage instead. WWE officially announced the date for John Cena's return to WWE. The 16-time world champion is set to make his return on Monday, June 27, to celebrate his 20th anniversary. Becky Lynch vs Dana Brooke, 24/7 title match. Becky and Dana were in the ring when Akira Tozawa rushed in at ringside while being chased by R-Truth, T-Bar, and others. Tozawa headed to the ring, and Dana pinned him to get her 24/7 title back. Becky was incredibly annoyed with the distraction and declared that she would now have her match restarted as a 24/7 title match. Becky got two big exploders on Dana as Asuka made her entrance and stood at ringside. Dana nearly got a roll-up off the distraction but failed to get the pin. She took Becky down and tried for a top rope move, but Lynch got out of the way. Dana countered the manhandle slam and, with a little assist from Asuka, got the roll-up pin on Becky. The Miz vs Riddle on Raw. The Miz started off strong, but Riddle set him up in the corner and hit some knee strikes before getting a massive slam. Riddle got the draping DDT on Miz and tried for the RKO, but it got blocked. Maryse dragged Miz out of the way of a kick before Riddle ripped the A-lister's pants and tore them up. The Miz tried to cover his crotch with his wife's purse before trying to hit Riddle with it, but the former tag champ got the RKO and picked up the win. The Street Profits vs the Usos on Raw. The Street Profits were looking for an early pin as Dawkins and Ford isolated Jimmy in the ring and hit a double team move, but the pin was broken up. G stepped into the ring and sent Ford into the corner before Montez came back with strikes and a dropkick. Back after a break on Raw, the Usos were in control and had Dawkins trapped in their corner as they hot tagged. Dawkins made the tag to Ford, who came in with a frog splash and got a near fall. The fight headed outside but Ford and both Usos forgot about the countout. Ford made it back to the ring in the nick of time, but the Usos failed to do so and lost the match via a countout. Bobby Lashley was out next on Raw and was talking about his win over Omos and MVP from last night. Theory came in and said that it was his ring and asked Lashley to get out. Lashley challenged Theory to a match and then taunted him to put his title on the line. The United States champion said that Lashley didn't deserve a title shot before the former WWE champion kicked him out of the ring. The Judgment Day were out next on Raw and spoke of their destiny, and Rhea was to become Raw Women's Champion at Money in the Bank. Edge said that he was proud of his underlings and then went on to introduce their newest member. Finn Balor walked out, and it looked like it could be a ruse so that he could get close to the group. Finn got in the ring and said that joining the Judgment Day was his calling and that he was not going to deny it any longer. Balor said that he was tired of being told what to do and he realized it during their match last night. Priest then said that they needed to get rid of their last limitation, Edge, before attacking their leader. Priest, Ripley, and Balor took Edge out and put him through the announcer's desk, but the Hall of Famer still tried to fight back. Balor and Priest dragged him to the ring. And Rhea got 2 chairs before handing the former Universal Champion a steel rod from one of them. Balor locked in the crossface with a metal spike, and Priest hit Edge with the concerto as Ripley held back a group of officials who tried to stop them. Alexa Bliss vs Liv Morgan vs Rhea. Ripley vs Doudrop on Raw. Ripley attacked Morgan and took her out as the match began. After Becky, Bliss was tossed out as well, Doudrop and Rhea faced off in the ring. Alexa and Liv teamed up to take out Doudrop before going after Ripley in the ring. Doudrop took out Alexa and Liv with sentence after they were sent outside by Ripley. Doudrop was in control with Alexa in the ring and got some near falls. Bliss got a sunset bomb, but Doudrop took her down for another near fall. All 4 women went for a Tower of Doom spot before Liv and Alexa went after each other. They traded roll-ups and rolled all over the ring before Bliss hit a DDT. Doudrop and Ripley got back in the ring and took Bliss and Alexa out. Rhea got the riptide on Doudrop and picked up the win. Rhea Ripley won the match and will face Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. What is your opinion on this video? Let me know in the comment. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. See you soon with new video. Goodbye.